Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about what Nintendo's gimmick for the next system will be. You know, as we know, most Nintendo consoles do have some sort of extra gimmick to them. They're not going for power or anything, they always go for something to catch a more casual crowd. So what will it be this time? I think this time they're actually gonna kind of tone it down just a little bit on the hardware side. I think they're gonna keep it as a hybrid system. I don't think they're actually gonna go for any more hardware gimmicks for now. What I think is gonna happen is I think they're gonna really crank things up on the software side. And I think that means big changes to the UI, big changes to NSO, that sort of stuff. First off, I think they're gonna rebrand NSO to just Nintendo Online, unless they keep the Switch branding, which I don't think they're gonna do. I think it would just be smart for them to avoid running into another, is a Wii U just a Wii accessory sort of dilemma. And so yeah, they're gonna not call it a Switch, they're gonna change NSO to just be Nintendo Online, and that's like the main branding thing. Secondly, I think for NSO, they're going to add a couple of consoles specifically for the new system. I think Switch 1 is not going to have access to these new consoles, but Switch 2 will, and these new consoles that will be added within like the first year or so will be the DS and the GameCube. I think those two make a lot of sense because GameCube, you know, is just kind of the next in line, and then DS leads up to this other idea I have, where Nintendo's going to make it so you can actually connect your Switch to your smartphone and use that as like a bottom DS screen. And I think that will be very big in terms of like making DS, 3DS, Wii U games backwards compatible. I think what that's going to do is it's going to drive a lot of Nintendo fans to picking up this system because they just don't have, they may not have their old systems anymore, or they may have missed some games and want to try them without going through piracy or going through the secondhand market. So I think those are going to be some big things that Nintendo does to drive consumers. Another thing I think they're going to focus on is they are going to add a bunch of new stuff to their UI. First off, I think they're going to add themes. Themes and folders are kind of the main things people have been clamoring for. I think if Nintendo does add themes, even just like a basic PNG from different games, they could catch a lot of people like, oh, I can make my Switch look pretty, and this and that. And then the next thing I think they're gonna do is like folders. We have them on Switch, technically, not really. I also think they might bring Mii's back to the forefront because people have been wanting them. Switch Sports sold pretty well. Miitopia sold alright. I think Nintendo knows a lot of their core fans do want Mii's to return, and so they're gonna use that to advertise to them. I think that that's gonna be mostly it. They might have some sort of like Mii apps or whatever. Maybe Street Pass, since it's a hybrid, that would work. And especially since the 3DS is dead now, like if they just incorporate some of that stuff and then made it like a stronger Switch, I think they could really convince a lot of people to get on board with their system. And so overall, I don't think it's actually going to be too different of a system from the Switch. It's just going to be a stronger system with more of that Nintendo charm. One of the reasons the Switch UI is so dull anyways is because they wanted to make things load faster. And so it makes sense that like they're gonna ramp things up in terms of that Nintendo charm, given that they have more power. Aside from that, yeah, we can just kind of expect, you know, normal game output. Maybe they'll lean more into accessories, but I don't think there's going to be a whole lot different, but I think it's going to be enough that they really can emphasize, yeah, this is the new Nintendo. So thanks for tuning in. This is kind of like a last minute video for April. I got real busy with school, so tune in next month for a more fleshed out, more planned video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.